What?
What?
Clash of the Elite Season 4 has released a new trailer, and that is the main trailer that showcases their opening and ending theme. And it showed that we are getting the first 4 episodes on April 1st, April Fools. But do not be fooled, because April Fools does not exist in anime. So, we will not be fooled because we will be getting the first 4 episodes just like the one on March 7th at the advanced screening in Japan. That is just a regular schedule for anime airing, alright? Don't make a fool of yourself. We're getting the first 4 episodes back to back, and that first 4 episodes is the essential hook for us viewers to be hyped up for Clash of the Elite Season 4. Now that first 4 episodes will be one arc, and that is Volume 1. So this tells us a lot of things. They're airing Clash of the Elite Season 4 on the very first day of April. But before we get into that, if you're gonna wonder why they released the trailer out of nowhere, it's kinda not. It's really not out of nowhere because they held an event that started on February 6th all the way to February 23rd, which we should have expected, but I guess we just overlooked it.
Too bad.
So after the event was held, that was almost a month full of February, they released the trailer for Clash of the Elite Season 4. My assumption and speculation on March 7th is wrong, but still stay tuned on March 7th because we will be getting more information and probably the Q&A session, if there is one, about the director and the staff talking about the anime, and when the fans, if the fans, ask the question about the episode count and more. A lot of people have been comparing this to One Punch Man Season 3. Which is a very unfair comparison, and it's really not comparable. The way they're comparing One Punch Man Season 3 to Clash of the Elite Season 4 is diabolical. That crosses the line. Clash of the Elite Season 4 is far from One Punch Man Season 3's disaster. One Punch Man Season 3 literally had no marketing. Almost no marketing. They advertised the anime few days right before the anime airs, and they only showed PNGs. But for Clash of the Elite Season 4, they've released 3 trailers so far. They've released the very first teaser in Anime Japan 2025, and then they released another trailer just last year of 2025 around November. And that is the character trailer, and that is also announcing the voice actors. And now that we're getting a main trailer for Clash of the Elite Season 4, they have finally showed us the opening and ending theme. Opening theme will be performed by Air Aoi. If you guys don't know Air Aoi performed and did a lot more opening that are in the big IPs, so they're flexing their budget. Now, if you're wondering, where is Zack? Why is she not doing the opening? Well, this time she's doing the ending theme for the very first time for Clash of the Elite. For the people that have complained, and for the people that are pessimistic, that will say the first 4 episodes will cover Volume 1 and 2, it's highly unlikely, because look at what they did with ReZero Season 3. They premiered the Episode 1 with 90 minutes long. And then look at Frieren Season 1. They premiered it in 4 episodes in its first day. And how many episodes does Frieren have? And how many episodes does ReZero Season 3 have? If you want to see the director's work, you can check out his works on my last couple of videos. And here are his works. And another thing, if you're gonna complain about the series composition / scriptwriter of this anime because it's the same from the previous seasons of Clash of the Elite, don't worry, because it's the same with Frieren and One Punch Man Season 3. Same writers, but a disaster in one and a masterpiece of the other.
Boy.
Clash of the Elite Season 4's new trailer shows us a lot of new footages. And these footages showed Chobashira Sensei, a new design of Chobashira Sensei, and the OAA app at the background. And then they showed us a pan of new students. that were not present in the first year arc of the anime, which suggests that they could or they did revamp the number of students in each class from 25 to 40, just like the light novel. 40 students in each classroom, but having 40 students means a lot of budget, especially that the light novel sales of Classroom Daily Year 2 are way higher than Year 1, which means more budget. They're showing us new characters that were not present in Year 1 as well. Not only that, many people were also complaining about this new art style. They don't vibe with this art style. They are comparing it to One Punch Man Season 3.
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
And I don't want the haters to actually apologize to the series, to the anime adaptation, if the adaptation is good. I want them to double down on their take. Now in this trailer, they're also saying it's all just lip movement. No, it's not. They literally showed us 2 teaser trailers before this main trailer. We have a good character acting of Yagami. We also have some good animation movements of Ichika and some others as well. Now in this trailer, they showed us 2 volumes worth of content and the tease of volume 3 and 4. There are some inconsistencies in the characters' art, but that's just nitpicking. I do agree that some of them are inconsistent, but is it as bad as season 2 and 3? No. Because they actually have a lot of time to produce high quality. Even though it's not high quality to some or to most, but this is the quality that they've provided, and this is the direction the director wanted for its art style. We also have a lot of good Ichika scenes that shows her very precious, cute, adorable looking face. And we also have another Kei tsundere moment, jealous moment, being a cute girlfriend. And we have a very kind of creepy vibe of Ichika. And then we have a weird shot of Hosen that has a shaky camera. I don't know what is up with the cinematography here, but okay, we'll figure it out when the first 4 episodes airs. And then they also teased a lot in the volume 1 content along with volume 2's content. And then we also have disco. Shinji made that joke, so blame him for making me say that joke again. Anyway, in this scene, I feel like this is the Ayanokouji and Hosen scene that I don't want to spoil because it's a hype up scene. However, why is it raining? And why is the color palette purple? Which is really weird. But we'll see direction wise how they'll handle this, because most of the time coloring has meaning. So if this purple color has a meaning, and while it's raining, it's very atmospheric. So we'll see when the episode airs. And then we also have a lot of good Suzuki scene and with Hosen talking, which is, by the way, I don't want to spoil what this is all about because this is about the exam. And then we also have a good comedy bit that is really not of importance that has been adapted, and that is a cute, fun moment between Ayanokouji and the Class C students, Class 2C students, with Shina Hiyori, Albert, and Ichizaki, with Ayanokouji being kidnapped. And then we also have scenes of Matsushita, got a huge upgrade, if you know what I'm talking about. Which, by the way, people complain about the blazers not on, and a comment on my reaction video made a good point because it's in summer. So taking the blazers off, taking their coat off is a good choice. And then we also have a scene of Sakayanagi and Ichinose's face-off, which, by the way, Ichinose now has a pink hair. Yay! And then we also have the Ayanokouji group. Finally, for the first time, we have finally seen these old characters from the previous season, Sakura, Yukimura, and Haruka, in their year 2 designs. And then we have the boys talk, which, by the way, this is of slight importance for Ryuin and Katsuragi. And then Ayanokouji will have a comedy bit. Let's see if they cut it out because it's funny. It makes him more human. And then we have an adorable Kei moment, a tsundere moment. Adorable, by the way. And then we have Kiryuin senpai, Fuka senpai, in which, by the way, is a 3rd year student, which is like a Koenji female. She also took her blazer off because it's hot, okay? So, yeah, I mean, literally. And then we also have Tsukishiro finally shown for the first time with his face, which I prefer compared to Season 3's character design. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, season 3. And then we also have the secret white room student in disguise. And I also like to glaze this image, this visual. Look at the thick outline of the drawing. And then the glossy effect. Looks good. Then we also have Nagumo's design in year 2, season 4 for the first time. I preferred this design compared to season 3 and 2. I'm sorry. And then we also have another close-up shot of Chibashira Sensei with her eyes slowly opening. Gorgeous visual, by the way. And then we have Suzune in the fighting stance. This is a tease of volume 1, what's about to go down, which is why I'm excited for the first 4 episodes because they're gonna cover volume 1. And then we also have another Ayanokouji scene where he's walking, and it looks really good. It looks really good. The character art looks nice. The design looks good. So I have no complaints about this one. And then we also have Nanase's close-up shot, which is very good. I love this shot. It's so beautiful to look at. I'm very optimistic about Clash of the Elite right now because the fact that it's airing on April 1st, it means they have a lot of time to actually air this. So many weeks to air it before the summer of 2026. Which means it's a possibility that it's gonna have 16 episodes worth of content or possibly more. Probably 18, 17, 20, or above. Who knows? You can see the reactions of both the Japanese and worldwide audiences. It's night and day. The Japanese fans love this trailer, while the audiences in the worldwide did not like this trailer and are comparing it to One Punch Man Season 3, which is disrespectful. The marketing of One Punch Man Season 3 is incomparable to Clash of the Elite Season 4's marketing. Clash of the Elite Season 4 has never done this much marketing, and they have never done so many trailer releases before the anime airs. One trailer was a teaser and was a pre-animated one that was released last year, and another trailer that has been released in November, 3 months ago. We now have another trailer in February of 2026, almost 2 months before the anime airs. They have a lot of time before the anime airs. Once again, stay tuned for the advanced screening because we will hear what the fans in Japan will say, the ones who attended the event, and what their reviews are, what their criticisms are, what their honest opinions about the adaptation, and what they have witnessed in the cinemas. And also the staff's answers from the questions of the fans if there is a Q&A session. And we'll know the episode count, most likely, because they're gonna ask it. We'll also see the director's face for the very first time if they are gonna take a picture of the event. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. That was very unexpected. We've hit 3,000 subs. That is crazy. Did not expect this at all. Thank you guys so much for the support. Clash of the Elite fandom on my channel, on my community, is really big. Unexpectedly so. But yeah, anyway, it keeps on growing. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed our talk session during my live stream as well. It was a big hit on my channel. That was the very first time it was that big of a hit. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys for more Clash of the Elite content. Stay tuned on March 7th and on Anime Japan 2026. Anyway, peace out.